Hi, Jeff Bale from Flash Evolution, where our goal is to expose you to experts, where we can teach you to go from A to B quickly and expertly. And that's our goal. Really am focusing on the entrepreneurial aspect of what we're going to be proposing to you. And today I want to talk to you about, did you quit? You know, I've always been very optimistic about life. My parents taught me how my life turned out was on me. You know, a lot of times there's a lot of victimology out there today, and we let circumstances make excuses for why we end up where we are. And you know something, assuming the role of the victim gets you absolutely nowhere and less because it takes you behind. The greatest gift my parents bestowed upon me was the fact that they instilled in me self-worth. My mom said to me that they believed in me, and they would not let me make excuses for failure. So if there was a failure involved, I had to take the ownership of that. So that was the foundation of how I was raised. My mom and dad said to me, "Look, you can do whatever you want, or you can choose to do nothing, but it's all on you." So now, that was how I was raised. I'm a little older now. You may have figured that out. But enter life. Life has a way of kicking you in the teeth sometimes. Life has a way of working and undermining sometimes even the good things that were taught to you. I've had a lot of success in my life. I'm a CPA. I have a CPA practice. I have an entrepreneurial practice. Been very successful in the business community. But I've had a few failures. And you know, any successful business person will tell you about the failures. And a lot of times they'll tell you more about the failures because it was in the failures that they had the greatest learning that took place. So the failures, though, I participated, they grab my mind sometimes, and they try to dictate the direction of my future. So once you experience some failure, when you want to try something new, failure comes up and whispers in your ear, puts doubt in your plans. Failure is very powerful if you let it speak to you and if you let it go unchecked in your mind. So you've got to control the voice that gets into your head. Henry Ford said this, and I've seen it quoted a lot lately. It says this: whether you think you can or think you can't, either way you're right. So what does that tell us? It tells us about how we think. So what Ford was saying was your thinking is vital to how things turn out. Again, my parents said that. Earl Nightingale said it this way: you become what you think about. You become what you think about. Notice there is not a positive or negative qualifier in that statement. If you think negatively, then probably the result will happen that way. And conversely, if you think positively, it'll probably produce positive things. Our natural tendency, which is in our subconscious mind, is to rehearse our failures and focus on negative things. That's where the battle lies. So take control of your thoughts and speak down the negative. And I mean literally, speak down the negative. When negative thoughts come to your mind, take words in invisible, audible way, speak them down. Don't let failure or negative thoughts have a voice. The first thing I do when I get to the office in the morning, I write in a journal 3 things. I do 3 things that I'm thankful for, and I think about those. I write 3 things that I affirm about myself, and I write something that was significant that happened in the last 24 hours. Now you see what I'm doing that? I am setting the voice in my head on positive. I'm taking this switch and I'm turning it from the negative that my subconscious would like to turn it to, and I'm switching it to positive because I'm going to take control of the things I think about. So forget about negative, forget about failure. You see failure for what it is. The failure is a great teacher, probably the greatest teacher. If you sit a successful business guy down and you say, okay, where was the turning point of your success? They probably will point to a failure, not a success. So it was the failure that turned them around. So failure is not final. So don't let the past make you a quitter. Get back in the games. Get off your quitting ways. I'm going to close with a couple other quotes. Don't waste time thinking of what has been or what may be. History. There's no virtue in that. Let everything be in charge of my Father's will, which is perfect and complete in its bounty. St. Therese said that. Wallace Waddell, who is a great American author and the father of a lot of American entrepreneurial thinking today, says this: you can never get rich or start creative power into action by sending out uninformed longings or negative thoughts and vague desires. What's he saying? He's saying take control of what you think about. That's what we're trying to do at Flash Evolution as we expose you to would-be experts. Check out our website, myflashevolution.com, and look at the courses that we've designed to help you to move forward. Get off the couch, get off your quitting ways. This is Jeff Bale.